Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Further ado, I'm going to introduce a guy I haven't had the opportunity to introduce this morning. That gentleman's name is Scott Snow. Give him a little walk-on music.
Good morning, guys. I've been hiding out trying to get some stuff done down there. Cliff Paget with Boss Glove, he's a rep for Boss Glove, is going to be here talking about the target vendor program for Boss Glove, which starts this month and runs through the end of the year. Now, there's a lot of great deals on displays, individual gloves. The individual sales or individual specials through the warehouse will be taken care of. There's some on circulars right now. There's some that's going to be hot buys at the show. There's going to be breakfast buys. There's going to be showstoppers. And then in November, December, we'll continue those over into the partners book to roll everything, finish rolling everything out. We're adding 20-some SKUs to back up all these displays. Most of it's cases where we had the medium, large, extra large, we're adding the 2X, or we had the large, didn't have the extra large. There's only very few new styles. But without further ado, I'll give it to Cliff to turn over to Cliff Paget.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Cliff.
Wallace would say, thank you very much.
Close that ain't back yet.
Hey, I appreciate the work you guys do out in the field, and I hope that I've been responsive to you. If I haven't, talk to me after the show if you got any issues with myself or with Sales Group South. But Sales Group South, we sell a lot of product with you guys, and you just do a great job with it. And we appreciate being part of Wallace Hardware, and want to help you any way we can. We got a really good program with Boss Gloves, and I got to tell you, I haven't ever seen a program like this with Boss Gloves before. And I've been in the glove business a long time. I've had Wells and Line. I've had a couple other lines. But we've probably had Boss for the last 10 years, I guess. And this is the first time that I've ever seen them come out with spiffs for the dealers, spiffs for the salesman. I've got conversion money for you that we'll talk about. I know most of the time when you go in a store, the glove space is usually kind of messy because they bought gloves from lots of people over the years, even people that come by and sell out of the back of their car, and they've always got things that, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to line up. So this is going to be a chance that you can go in and sell them something. You can take back the product that they are not selling, or that's maybe collecting dust in their store, and we'll give them money for it. We'll actually buy it on a one-for-one basis, and we'll get into that a little bit later. And it's a very easy process, but excited about it. We are the target vendor for the last half of the year for pros. So I want to talk about some warehouse specials first, some individual gloves, and then we'll get into the displays and the conversion money and the spiffs for you and the dealers. And Scott's going to have these. They're in a number, like he said, they're in a number of different promotional venues or avenues. Some of them are circulars, some of them are hot buys for the show, some of them are showstoppers. And as we go over this, I'll tell you which one is which and when they're going to be available. Obviously, this show we're going to kind of be focusing on winter gloves as we get into the season. So we've got a few of the old standbys on the individual specials, and I'll talk about them a little bit. In the first page there, you'll see, I think in your book, is the warehouse specials. And I won't necessarily go in the order that they're on the page, but between the first two pages, you can find these in your book. And you might want to mark down what promotion they're on. I'll tell you about it. The 4176 is the standard leather glove. It's an insulated with polyester pile for extra warmth. It's very good abrasion resistant. It's a very good glove for handling large materials, maybe working on a farm, lumber applications, fencing work, that kind of thing. We use that a lot. This is on the December circular, and it is a hot buy special at the show. So your dealers will have it at the show at a special price. If you need me to pass any of these around, just raise your hand if you want to look at it, you want to see what it is, see what it's about. That's kind of one we've been selling for a long time. This is one you sell every day. This is an unlined glove. This is the 4067, just a standard leather driver, same thing. Ideal for handling lumber, fencing, farm work, large material type handling. It's on the October circular. We got a leather palm, the 4399. This is a lined leather palm with an open cuff. Same kind of thing. All these first few gloves they're kind of big gloves. They're kind of bulky gloves. And we're going to talk about some other type of gloves. So you really need to be handling large product with this, you know, whether it be lumber or fencing or post or metal or something like that to really make use of this. But this is a lined leather glove that is on the, it's going to be in the Profit book. Profit Builder book, is that, am I saying that right?
Right, yeah, anything that we say is on the circular or hot buy or showstopper, by November, December, it'll be in the Profit Booster book also. Some of these are on, not in the circular, not hot buys, are only gonna be in the Profit book, but that's when, you'll see that in November and December. Both.
The $43.99 is another leather palm, another lined leather palm. The difference in this, and the last one that we had is a full leather on the palm and fingers on the inside. You also get a knit wrist to keep out dirt and debris from up around your, you know, whatever you're working on. Again, large material, great for handling that. And that's the 43, I'm sorry, that's the 4341. As gloves have evolved, we've kind of gotten a new customer, and the new customers are looking for something that's a little more form-fitting than, say, maybe this leather palm, where they can handle a smaller part or get a better grip. That's something different than leather on the inside. And we developed a whole line of latex-coated gloves. And these you sell a lot of the Flexi Grip, which is the white and blue glove that we sell quite a few of. We got great prices on these. We did, like I said, we did this because the glove business has just evolved into that. And our most popular one is the blue and white glove, and it's going to be on a breakfast buy for the show. So be sure you get all your dealers in there to take advantage of that. We'll have a great price on it. This is the opening price point for the latex coated glove. This coating is good for grip. It's good for wet areas. If you got something that's damp, it gives you a better grip there. The back of it is open knit, so it's breathable. Lets the air circulate a little bit. And the brick and masonry trade is a very good place to sell this. It's a very good garden glove around the house. It's a very good multi-purpose glove for just about anything you want to do around the house.
What's the number of these, please?
The 8426. And that, like I said, that's on the breakfast buy for the show. Coming up on winter, we want to be sure that we get your customers some lined gloves, kind of like we had in the leather palms and the leather series. So in the coated glove, we also have this. This is our mid-range price. It's the $84.35 that's in your sheet there. And this is the $84.35 is going to be on the October circular, and again is going to be a hot buy at the show. So you guys need to take advantage of that. Your dealer needs to take advantage of it. It's a great glove. It's called the Therm Plus. You might know it as that. This is kind of recommended for temperatures that go down to about 5 degrees. And then as we go into colder weather, something that goes down to the 0 area, it's our Frosty Grip glove. It's our $84.39 that's in your book there. And by the way, I haven't said this, but obviously in your book, I'm telling you, it shows you what sizes that are being promoted. Like this one is a medium, large, and extra large. So we're not just promoting one size, we're promoting the whole category. This is a brushed heavyweight acrylic shell. It's got double lining in it. It's got double latex on it. So it's more puncture resistant. It's actually longer lasting. But this is a great glove with some really cold weather. And it's good down to about 10 degrees below 0. This one is. So that one's good down to about 5 degrees. This one will take you down to about 10 degrees below 0. So we go from the Therm Plus to the Frosty Grip. And now we've come out with a new one this year, and you guys have added this. I'm sorry, let me back up to the $84.39. The Frosty Grip is going to be on the October circular. This $78.45 is also going to be on the October circular. This one will really take you down to about 15 or 20 degrees below 0. It has a nylon shell where the other one had knit shell. It's double latex, double lining, just a heavier duty glove than the Frosty Grip. So now you've kind of got a good, better best in all the lined, coated gloves. We've added a couple of new items to make some improvements on the Flexi Grip. That was this glove that you saw a while ago that It's kind of the price point that everybody sells. We just come out with a new one that you guys have just added. It's the 7842. And you'll see the difference in the gloves. You see the coating comes all the way back up over the knuckles on this one, where the fingers and the knuckles are open on the 8426. So this is the Flexi Grip Plus. And this one is going to be in the Profit Builder book. We're just adding it to the listing. And then in the Therm Plus, this one, we added another one that's got double extra lining in it. It doesn't come up and it's not coated like the one I just showed you. It doesn't come all the way up, but it's a heavier duty glove than the Therm Plus. So I think at some point these orange gloves will take over the Flexi Grip and the Therm Plus, but they're not right now. They're sold as two different individual SKUs. So if you got a customer that likes this glove but needs it to be a little warmer, we can handle that, and you guys are putting it in the warehouse. And let me see.
What was the number of that?
This one is a 7843. And this is on the October circular, and is also going to be a hot buy for the show.
We shipped a few hundred pair of each size through October circuit already, so the orange ones have taken off very well.
We've gotten great acceptance in the field from them.
Is that Tennessee orange?
Of course. We did it just for you guys. Okay, we talked a lot about coated gloves, and we talked about latex coating. And again, as things have evolved over the years in the glove business, we went from a very bulky glove, which were the leather gloves. Some of those were very bulky, those leather palms. We went down to latex coated, which are much better than the leather gloves as far as being able to handle smaller parts and smaller things. But now we also have a nitrile coating. And we have a couple of items in this that are going to be on the on some of your promotions. The 8442, and you'll find that this is a very thin coating, and you can handle very small items with this. You have a lot of dexterity in your fingertips with this to be able to pick up things. So the 8442 is an opening price point in the nitrile category. And nitrile works very good in damp, wet areas. Gives you very good grip in those areas. This is going to be on the showstopper at the show, the 8442 is. And improving on that a little bit is an even thinner coating of nitrile on our 8436 model to let you handle even smaller parts. We're trying to cover all the bases here. You guys have added this, and it's going to be on your September circular. Both of these have nylon shell backs, so it's breathable, stretchy, very good, very form-fitting on the hand. They can be worn for a long time without hand fatigue. We've come out with a ladies' pair of gloves in the nitrile coating. This is for the garden glove people that are looking for that. So it's a coating just like the 8442, which was the opening price point. The 8438, we have it in an extra small and a small, and you guys have added that. It's going to be in your profit book, our Profit Builder book at the end of the year. This comes in 3 colors. It comes packaged that way, so you can't order just a green or just a mauve or it comes in another color, a purple, I think. That comes packed that way, so you'll get different colors in that. Mechanics gloves, you guys have added all our mechanics series, so we appreciate that. This is a very good category. It's a category that continues to grow. I think that it's something that along the lines of gloves just evolving into a less bulkier type of item and something that we can handle smaller things with. This particular one, the 5205, is going to be in their Profit Builder book. That's the blue one. Any questions on any of the warehouse products? Good. Okay, let's talk about some planograms. This is what I'm really excited about because everything we sell in these planograms, these are all drop shipped, they're all prepaid, they're all 90-day terms. But everything that you sell, you're gonna get a stiff on. No matter, any planogram we talk about here today, you'll get $25 on. There's some different monies available for the dealers, and I've marked that on your sheet. I didn't put your planogram or your stiff on there. And one thing I want to talk about, if you look all the way back to the back of your book, since we're talking about spiffs, let's talk about how we get the dealers their spiff money and how we get you your spiff money. You need to keep up with it on this page in the back of your book. You just put the dealer's name, and unless you tell us different, we're going to make the check out to the store. Now, if the guy wants it made out to him personally, I don't have a problem with that. But I have to know that, and you guys have to communicate that to me. So when you send in the spiff sheet, say, check needs to be payable to Joe Jones.
You won't be doing that at the show, in the booth?
We will in the booth.
Okay, all right.
If they buy it at the show, we will. But these are for things that you sell outside the show.
Remember, this runs all the way through the end of December.
Yeah, so we hope we're going to write you a lot of checks and all your dealers a lot of checks. But be sure that you get that spiff sheet back to me with that information on it. You know, what you sold him, how many you sold him, and who and where we need to send the check to the dealer for, and put your name on there somewhere so that I know who to send the salesman check to. Okay? Any questions about that? I think there's something at the bottom of the page that has my phone number, fax number, how to get that in. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about planograms for a minute. And I think y'all can hear me. I'm just going to walk over here. I want to talk about, we got boss planograms and we got cat planograms. I've got 3 boss planograms and I've got 4 cat planograms. For any of these that you sell, you'll get $25 for it. Okay? The dealer will get anywhere from $75 or $50 to $100. Mostly $75 or $100 in each case. Let's talk about this one first, the 94-113. It's 99 pair of winter gloves. They're all coated, they're all lined, and you can see the quantities you get in the sheet there. And what I tried to do with each of the gloves, I tried to put all the features and benefits of each glove that's in the set, just like I did on all the warehouse items, so that you don't have to fumble around looking for it. If a guy asks you, hey, does it have a lining in it? Yes. You know, anything you want to tell them about that has the features and benefits on it should be there. And you guys will back up everything that's on the planogram. We've added, what, about 20 new items yesterday?
Steve, yeah, Steve. Wallace is the same size, multiple sizes of the same glove that is.
So you guys are fully committed to this 100% and backing it up. You can tell your dealer that, so he'll be able to order all his refills out of the warehouse. So you got frosty grips here, you got the New Therm Plus, you got the Arctic Blast, you got, this is a open cell nitrile, fully coated glove, and one that is coated on just the palm and the fingers. Very good for working in damp areas. The dealer gets $75 on that, you get $25. Our next assortment is this one. This is a work glove assortment. It's the 94-114. The dealer gets $100 stiff on this. And there are 171 pair of gloves on it. I just did a representation up here, and it just goes from here over. Everything you see from here over is this assortment. The list there, you can tell the quantities. Gives you a little bit of some winter gloves. It gives you a lot of work gloves, a lot of household gloves, some garden gloves even. So it's kind of a general mix. If you have 3 feet in a store, and what's great is I'm going to tell you in a few minutes how you can get that 3 feet. Maybe he's got 3 feet of something else in there right now. 3 feet of somebody else's gloves even, or just old gloves. We're going to be able to take care of that for you. So he's going to get $100 spiff on this, and you're going to get $25. And our other assortment is just a men's and ladies coated glove assortment. This is it right here. We've added a few new items here. This is a men's nitrile coated, has the dots on it, kind of like the jersey dot glove that you've seen, or the old white cotton dot glove. Now it's on a nitrile coating, which makes for even better traction, better grips on the gloves. So I think you'll really like that. I want to go ahead and go over, before we get into some of this other stuff, about the cat glove assortments that we have. Getting the right book here. Caterpillar, because of our licensing agreement with them, we're not able to offer conversion money on that. So the conversion money we're going to talk about in a few minutes is just for the Boss gloves. I don't have any conversion money. I have spiff money for you and for the dealer on each of the cat assortments. You'll see the first one is a 90839. And that's just a high-dex or mechanics type glove assortment. You see a lot of new Wallace EDP numbers over here. Scott's working on those right now. We got all that stuff to him yesterday. And so you'll have EDP numbers for those very soon. You'll be able to back those up. The next one is the 90838 is a coated glove assortment from CAT. Some of the new items that we added, one of the neat things down at the bottom, you'll see the last item on there, which is the CAT 018000. That's a cut resistant CAT glove. These are just coated gloves. They're very thin gloves, much like a nitrile type glove. So very workable. The very first one's the latex. The other three are nitrile types. The third assortment is the 90837. It's a $650 assortment with a $75 spiff. What's neat about the 90839, which is the first one we looked at, and this is the last one we looked at, is in the mechanic style glove, we go all the way up to a 3X, a 2X, and a 3X. And I always have people who come in the booth and go, wow, where do you guys get hand models from? Japan or somewhere? Because our gloves, I always have guys that come in and our gloves don't fit. Your larges or extra larges don't fit. But now you're going to have a large, a double extra large, and a triple extra large in the cat side in a mechanics type glove. So you should be able to fit pretty much anybody that comes in the store that the dealer has. Any questions about the cat? There's $75 spiffs on all the cat assortments. There is one I want to mention that has a 50.
Use the microphone, please.
I'm sorry. There is one I want to mention that's on the very first page in the cat business. It's a dump bin, and that has a $50 spiff on it. And you're selling 144 pair of cat gloves that are just latex coated. They're double dipped, so long lasting, very puncture resistant, very abrasion resistant. It's the 17400 or 4000 glove that we have, something we sell every day. And it's kind of like our brown jersey. So there's a $50 spiff on that. And again, you get $25 on any of the dump bins that you sell. It'll ship prepaid, 90-day terms on everything. Okay, Scott's passing out something right now, and this is something I'm very excited about because we just never had it before. And I think it's going to close the deal for you guys. I think it might really make the difference in whether or not somebody buys something sometime. On the very first one, the 94113, this assortment here, we're paying a $75 spiff. It's a $428 assortment. We're paying a $75 spiff to the dealer. I'm paying you $25, and we're going to offer him up to $100 in conversion money. So if he's got any other competitor gloves, I'm not going to buy back Boss gloves, but if they got any kind of competitor's gloves in there they want to get rid of, all you have to do is make a list. There's about 7 steps there. You just make a list by brand, name, model number, cost, send it to me. You have to send this to me first. I have to get it started. I send it into Boss, and Boss will issue an RGA. Of course, they'll check prices. Now, if you send me a jersey glove and tell me it costs $2.25, that's not gonna work. So you gotta be right about your cost. They're gonna call me on that if it's not. And they know what it costs. I mean, they know what all the competitors cost. So send it to me, I'll send it in to Boss. They'll send your dealer an RGA to send it to a liquidator. When the liquidator gets it, he will make a count to be sure. If you said it was 300 of one pair, that he got 300 of one pair. Then he will contact Boss, and they will, at that point, say, okay, everything's in, everything added up, this is what we got. At that point, Boss will send Wallace Hardware a credit for that amount. And we're talking about 1 for 1. It's not a 2 for 1 buyback or a 3 for 1 or anything like that. This is dollar for dollar, up to $100 on that assortment. We'll send the RG, or we'll send the credit to Wallace Hardware. They'll pass it on to your dealer. That's how we'll handle the conversion money. Now let's move on to the next one, that last one on the end down there, the 3-foot work glove assortment. That's a $530 assortment. We're paying the dealer a $100 spiff. I'm paying you $25. And I'm giving the dealer up to $400 in conversion money. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Just do the math. Okay? Now, I don't care what brand it is, as long as it's not Boss. I'll buy it back. As long as it is good, sellable condition. I can't take back something that's been run over by the forklift 3 or 4 times. So we got to be reasonable about that. But it's an easy process. Send me the list. Let me get the RGA. Look at the third one, which was the coated glove assortment, the men and ladies coated glove assortment, which is the one right in the middle. A $452 assortment. I'm paying $100 spiff on it. I'm giving you $25, and I'm giving the dealer up to $400 on it. I don't know how much easier we can make this. I mean, and we're not asking for much. Just the list and the cost, and we'll take it from there. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Does that sound like something we can do? This is going to go through the end of the year.
Does that conversion need to be in the same category?
No. It's just if you want to clean up somebody's glove department. I don't, just because they're buying coated gloves, I don't have to buy back coated gloves. I can buy back jersey gloves. Whatever it takes to clean that up, get that stock out of there, that's what we want to do. I've never had a program like that that's planted ground specific. I think this is a great opportunity for all of us to make some money. So let me know what I can do to help you. All my contact information is in there. Phone numbers, fax numbers, emails. I'm here for you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.